Welcome to Excellent Group Coaching, where we equip you with resources that allow you to have an efficient business that allows you to create long-term, high-level results. Today, we're going to be talking about how to handle objections, the attitude, the mindset, and the strategy around how to navigate your way through the process and help your customers get what they want, what they need, and what they'd use. Hopefully, you'll take a ton of notes, and hopefully, you'll utilize the resources to help you grow your business. If you enjoy the resources, please go ahead and subscribe so you can get daily content, weekly content, and monthly content that'll help you grow your business, and also hit that like button. Is it a price issue or is it a piece issue, right? So if it's a price issue, you just say, great. Oh, it's a price issue. Okay, so you like Cutco, you want Cutco, you'd use Cutco, but you just feel like the deposit for the set, because we're isolating the objection. Our goal is to isolate the objection. So only thing you've shown them up to this point is the set, right? So you want to, we could fit Cutco, and then they'll go off. Yeah, because I got this going on, I got to pay for the kids' college, all that stuff. In reality, Nico, we know if their college tuition went up $280, they're not going to take their kids out of college, right?
Right.
They'd cut back somewhere, whatever the case may be, right? They'd find a way if they really wanted it. This is my point. So what you're going to ask is, if there was a way we could fit Cutco in your budget today, would you get it? And, if they like Cutco and they want it, they'd use it, they'll say yes. If they don't, they'll say no. And if they say no, we'll know, and we won't be pushy, right?
Right.
And show them a bunch of options. But obviously, hopefully you did your job well enough that, that they do want it. And they would fit Cutco in the budget if it made sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they say yes, you're going to be like, all right, cool. Just so you know, we have a lot of different options for a lot of different budgets. I'm sure we can find one that fits in yours. My job is to show you all your options and find out what you feel most comfortable with today. Right?
Right.
So also, you want to put things in perspective for them, right? Putting the investment cost into perspective. So that 280, right? 280 divided by 30. It basically breaks down to $9 a day, Mrs. Jones. What could you sacrifice that you spend $9 a day on that you can cut back on for 5 months? Coffee, eating out, How much better would you feel if you stopped drinking coffee like every day? How much better would you feel if you stopped drinking all that sugar for 5 months? You'll probably feel a lot healthier. You'll be glad you did it, because you'll have this stuff forever. You won't remember how much you spent 5-10 years down the road, but you'll know you made the decision to stop doing, whatever habit that you chose to replace, and you'll have your Cutco kitchen forever. So, for example, hey, Mrs. Jones, the homemaker set basically breaks down to $70 a week. Between you and your husband, it's about $35 a week. So, Mrs. Jones, let me ask you guys a question. What do you spend $35 a week on that you could cut back on? How many times a week do you eat out? How much do you guys typically spend when you do for the whole family? All right. So if you cut back one time a week, you could have basically afford your homemaker set. And if you did that for 5 months, you cut back, once a week over the next 20 weeks, you'll probably save a lot of money in that time span. And on top of that, you'll be eating healthier. You wouldn't have consumed as much excess oils and fast food stuff because you're in control of what you guys purchase. So, and again, you'll probably feel a lot healthier, and you'll be glad you did it, because you're gonna have this stuff forever. And your kids are gonna have it, and they're gonna remember all the meals you guys had at home and the experiences they had. You're not gonna remember 5-10 years down the road how much you spent on the homemaker set. But you do know that you made better, eating habits and eating choices, and cut back on spending on eating out, and you'll have your Cutco kitchen forever. So do you want to go ahead and try that set out today? Right? They say yes or no. If they say no, all right, cool. So if there was a way we could fit Cutco in your budget today, would you get it? Okay, great. Well, hey, if this option doesn't work for you, we have a lot of different options that fit in a lot of different budgets. So just out of curiosity, I know 280 was a little bit out of your budget. What would you feel comfortable doing today? And then from there you can play it from there. So if they're like, I can do about $80 to $100, it's a sale. That is a sale. You just gotta, All right, cool.
Right.
What pieces would you use? All right, great. If you had to pick your top 5, 7 pieces, what would they be? All right, great. Let me show you a couple different options in that price range.
Right.
Oh man, you can navigate through the appointment a lot easier from the beginning because you isolated the objection, you found out what the concern was, and you offered a solution, and they said, yeah, if you can give me a solution to that problem, I'll get it.
Mhm.
Cool. I got the solution to your problem. How much do you want to spend? That's it. And then show something that's in that price range. Now, if it's a piece issue, you're just like, oh, it's a piece issue? Oh, okay. So you like Cutco, you want Cutco, you'd use Cutco, but you just feel like there's too many pieces in the set? And they're like, yeah. You know what I say next? Which pieces wouldn't you use in the next 30, 40, 50 years?
Right.
Oh, I wouldn't use the butcher knife. Mrs. Jones, you don't ever plan on cutting anything heavy duty in the next 30, 40, 50 years? I mean, I would, but, I just don't need that knife right now. Okay, cool. So if we took the butcher knife out of the set and you had a set with with everything else besides that in it, you would get it? Okay, cool. But just so if we did piece out the homemaker and took everything out and, took the butcher knife and then pieced everything back together, it's going to cost a lot more than it would with the butcher knife in the set. So, so with the set, if you want to just go ahead and get the set, you have 3 weeks to use the butcher knife and try it out. Worst case scenario, you're not going to use the butcher knife, send it back. They'll give you a refund. Best case scenario, you understand the need of having and not need it versus needing and not have it, and it's better to have it and not need it versus needing and not having it. And then you end up using your petite chef like a butcher knife, and then your petite chef gets damaged and it's misuse or abuse. You have to pay half price for a new one. So you end up paying for the butcher knife eventually. It comes with the set, so you might as well get it. But, worst case scenario, they pick the pieces. You explain how they would use the pieces that they don't believe they'd use. And then, so you ask them, okay, if there was a way that you could get a set and not have those pieces in it, would you get it? As you see there. So we have a lot of different options to choose from. We can also completely build your own set if you want. So we can start, we can start with the storage options that you like, and from there we can pick the pieces to fill the holes. How does that sound? So did you want to do a block? Did you want to do a tray? Did you want to do sheets? Because we have options for all of those. All right, cool. You want to do sheets? All right, cool. Here are the tools that come with sheets. Do you want to put the rest of the tools in the tray? If they pick any tools that, aren't sheath ready or sheath available, you know what I mean? Are you with me there on that?
Yeah.
And it says, reminder, handling objections is easy because after you show them the first option, you ask them, is it a price issue or is it a piece issue? Okay, cool. So you like Cutco, you want Cutco, you use Cutco, but you just feel like it's whatever objection or concern that they give you. So whatever the objection it is, you say, okay, cool. So you like it, you want it, you'd use it, but this is your reason for why you're saying no? Okay, so if we can handle that concern, would you get it? That's essentially what you're saying. Are you with me there?
Yeah.
And then it says example for isolating the objection. So if there was a way I could show you how you could fit Cutco in your budget today, would you get it? Or if I could show you how you're going to use all the pieces in the set, would you get it? If I could show you how, despite all the stuff you told me you're going through, if there was a way I could show you how you could fit Cutco in your budget today, would you get it? But if they say no, okay, cool, no big deal. I believe everyone should have Cutco, but not everyone can get it when I see them. So if you were to get Cutco in the future, what would you get? Cool?
Cool.
And then handling objections, phrases that pay to show more options. If there was a way I could handle your concern, would you get it today? Great. Well, my job is to show you all your options and figure out what's best for you today. Cool? So if I'm going to work out a couple different options for you, Mrs. Jones, which options would you like me to work out for you? Would you like me to work out an option with the set and the gadgets? Would you like me to work out an option with the set and the gifts? Would you like me to work out an option with your top 5 to 7 pieces? Okay, let me work those out for you. How to drop down. So is it a price issue, piece issue? They say yes. There's a way I can fit up in your budget. All right, cool. If I do help you, you'll get it. Great. My job is to just help you figure out what's best for your budget today. So I'm going to show you all your options. Okay, so then what that means is you'll drop down to the galley. This is a set that has a few less pieces. It takes out your butcher knife. It takes out your bigger carving set, and two table knives, and it's a lot less. It's a lot less than the homemaker today. Let me show you the two options with that. Okay, if they say no to that, then you're like, all right, cool. Just so you know, we have 5 different builder sets that customers pick from. Basically, it's a combination of people's top 4 to 7 pieces that they would like, and they put them in these different sets. So I would literally open up my starter set booklet, and I would flip through. This set is the essential set, and it has these pieces in it. It comes with 5 table knives or without. This is the studio set. It comes with these 4 pieces, and you can get it with the table knives or without. This is the all knife set. It comes with these 5 pieces in a tray. This is the Space Saver set. It comes with these 5 pieces in that, in the skinny block, so it makes it easy for storage. You can store it on your counter or in the drawer. And then we have this last last set here, the Space Saver set or the all knife set or the kitchenette set. So they all have, they're all in a certain price range. So if you had to pick one of these starter sets, or if you had to pick, 1 or 2 of these sets, which would you want? Which would you see yourself? Which would you see yourself using? Right? And then you literally hand them the starter set booklet and have them flip through and pick 2 of the sets. I like the essentials and the studio, or I like the all knife and the Space Saver, or I like this set without the table knives and I like this set. All right, cool. Let me work the numbers out for you real quick, and we'll see if it'll fit in your budget. Yes or no? It does or it doesn't, right?
Right.
All of those sets are between like $150 and like $100. I'm sure we can find something that fits in. Hopefully, you're seeing people that can afford $100 on a credit card for something that they want. If you're not, then I think we need to reevaluate who we're, setting up appointments with. But hopefully we're doing that. Okay? So if it's so that's how you drop down, right? If they say no to the starter sets, those options don't work. Cool, Mr. Jones, why don't we just customize your own set, and we'll pick your favorite pieces that you would use the most, and then we'll see, what combination you can afford today. Or you can just say, hey, Mr. Jones, I know the starter sets are a little bit out of your budget. What would you feel comfortable doing today? So I can show you an option that definitely works in that budget or in that price range. I feel comfortable doing 85. I feel comfortable doing 90. I feel comfortable doing 95. Right? Okay, great. Well, hey, let me show you an option that works around that price range. Right? And then you show them an option. Cool?
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So as it says there, so if it's a no sale, they just say no, then just let it slide and continue to thought jog for Rex, right? Because we're asking for Rex before we show prices. So just continue to thought jog. But then also find a way to get Cutco in their hands, because maybe down the road you can call them and say, hey, how's that one trimmer I gave you working? The customer will say, I was thinking I could really use a set. Do you mind coming over? That knife is really dull. You can respond with, hey, okay, of course it is. You only have one knife that you probably use for everything. No problem. Now you understand the value of it. You see how amazing Cutco is? Now you're ready to try out more? Awesome. I'll come over the holidays and I'll help you get some more. No problem. You know what I mean? So if you get Cutco in their hand, that's a future customer because you did a wish list. You have a customer wish list. You have their top wish list items. We gave them some Cutco for free. And you show them how they can get free Cutco if they help you get more appointments. So again, even if they don't buy Cutco, we can still find a way to get it in their hands and still help them get Cutco in their hands by introducing you to more people. So if it's a no sale, it's okay. They can still get Cutco by helping you get more appointments.
Right.
So even if it's a no sale, she still gets Cutco. She wins because she got the best product in her kitchen. She didn't have to pay for it, but you're also investing in her by trusting in her that she's going to help you meet more people as well. So if it's a no sale, it's okay to have no sales. Don't make them feel bad for not buying. That's what we want to prevent. Does that make sense? We don't want them to feel bad, or we look like we're sad that we didn't make a sale, or we're mad that they didn't buy, or my manager's going to get none of that. How am I going to hit my goal if they're not? None of that. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay? So, couple phrases here. If there's a way I can serve you, will you get Cutco? I just don't want my enthusiasm for Cutco to make you feel like I'm rude or pushy, because obviously I love it. Everyone loves Cutco, so I want to make sure you know all your options. Or something, being pleasantly persistent, right? I'm going to show you all your options, Miss Jones, but don't mistake my enthusiasm for Cutco to be rude or pushy. I just know everything you liked, how it would benefit you, and I want to try to help you get it today. So I'm going to show you all your options, see which one fits best in your budget, and if we can help you get it today, if great. If not, no worries. Right? We want to be very laid back. We want to be pleasantly persistent. We want to be professionally educating them and authentically helping them get what's best for them today. That's the goal. That's the whole process of dropping down. That's the whole process of handling objections, is understanding where they're at, educating them on all their options, and authentically helping them get what's best for them today. But we can't authentically help them get what's best today if we don't have conviction and we don't have a strategy on how to go about doing that. So this is the strategy on how to going about doing that. And you just got to have confidence to not be afraid to ask and not be afraid to understand what they're saying, and don't take no for an answer. Because unless they say, no, I wouldn't use Cutco, it's terrible, I hate it, that is not a no. It's not a no. Whatever they say is not a no. It's just a concern, and your job is to help them figure out a solution to their concern. And if you can provide an option that makes sense for them today, they'll do it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you gain tremendous value that will allow you to utilize this to be more efficient on how you navigate through your appointments. If you liked and enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a comment of some takeaways that you will utilize in your business, and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.